A solitary king carries the crown to a new land. Welcome, Dapplings, to my coverage of the game Kingdom. A fairly new release. It was released only on the 21st of this month. Developed by Noyo and Licorice, and published by Raw Fury, I believe. This game is, well, hard to define, but I'd say it's kind of a resource management game with a good helping of strategy besides. We are the king, or queen if you choose to be a queen, and it is our job to kind of found and guide a kingdom through the day, then to defend it at night. Though we never really get that involved. We are basically a shepherd. We, like any king, I suppose, get other people to do all the work. Here you go, peasants. You will join me. Take some money. Now, we are going to need... My horse is a little bit too tired to run at the moment. We're going to need some bows. Everything we do is done through paying for it. We basically dole out money to get things done. Again, fairly much like an actual king. Peasants without a job will go and pick up any tools I make available for them. So this one picked up a bow. This one has picked up a hammer. Now I kind of want a wall to try and protect my fledgling settlement from any invasion. And invasions will happen at night. They always do. Now, it's a 2D game. It's actually quite beautifully drawn, in my opinion. Oh, there's a camp right next to us. I approve. Take this money. Come join me. There's much more to do in this game than first appear, and it's not one of these games that tells you how to do anything. Okay, our horse doesn't want to go any further away from our camp until it's a little bit more built up. But a lot of this game, you just kind of learn through experimentation, and I actually really dig that kind of game. I especially dig it in storytelling. This game doesn't have a particularly rich story, and I'm fairly certain there's a lot that I haven't yet uncovered. But what I've seen so far, very much into. Now, one nice thing is all of my workmen will basically do their jobs, and then they'll gather a little bit of cash. If I happen to be there, for example, if that hunter shot a rabbit, money would drop out of the rabbit, I guess to represent the pelts and that sort of thing. If there's one over there, I need another coin to be able to buy another bow. If I'm not there, though, the hunter will pick up the money. And then when I next pass the hunter, very honest hunter is like, "Oh, my king, I've got some of your money here," and gives me the money, which is very good. Now we're going to have to start digging down these a little bit. Actually, where's the nearest waterfall? Water is good because it can use the found farms. All of the different... there we are. All of the different scenery, you can see like little icons above them, means that I can pay money to interact with it. In this case, to have someone come along and chop it down. They will then get money from it, sometimes more money than you put in. Not always, though, that I've seen. This water here is good farmland. So let's have a look around here. We've got another site for a wall there. And you can upgrade them beyond the walls that I've done. But another wall here. This can be used to make a kind of a sentry post. But that's the wrong side of the wall for what I want to do. There's another farm there. It doesn't look too good, honestly. Another camp. Camps are incredibly important because obviously it's how we get new people. But if you expand too aggressively, you'll get rid of the camps, which can be very bad. In my experience, it's very good to have a camp nearby your base because it makes getting more people much easier. Let me stop here. Can you gather more stamina from eating here? No. I think we're in the forest. I need to go to a grassy plain area to allow my horse to eat some grass and then recover stamina. Oh no, it's got its stamina back. Okay, let's move. There we go. The moon is high. We may be attacked. This is one of those games where you will find that enemies attack at night, much like Minecraft. Let's drop down. I don't have enough money. Where's my builder? Have you got money? No. Shoot him. Well done, Archer dude. Not a great shot, but he is a moving target, so I'll lay you off. Oh, that would have been good if you could have just caught him mid-jump. There we go. They're not particularly hard, and it has damaged this wall. Eventually, that is going to be a problem for us, like a big problem. But right now, our builder should... Oh, this is bad. Problem is, those things want to come through and steal stuff. They want to try and steal my crown if they get half a chance. I don't want you to, though. Oh, thank goodness. If they hit someone who's got a tool, that person will drop the tool. Sometimes they're content with that and will just pick up the tool and move on. If they hit someone who hasn't got a tool, they'll drop the money that I gave them to recruit them, which is particularly bad. And if they hit me and I don't have any money, I'll drop my crown. And then they'll steal my crown, which is very bad. That is pretty much your lose game condition. Go ahead, have some cash. Can we go even further this time? Okay. There's a wall right there, another wall just beyond it. Here we go. Get you two. You're the furthest away, so it's a little bit easier. If I put a wall here, it'll actually be good because I'll be able to have the farm inside our area, but it will destroy that camp. The merchant is fantastic if you've got the money for it. This is absolutely awesome. It's a... Oh, wow, okay. Right, this one allows me to have stone walls instead of wood walls. If I don't pay to use this, then I'm stuck on wood walls, and progressively the game gets harder each night time. This is a shrine. I can pay to basically give my walls a buff. I can store up 3 buffs on it, and they gradually wear down over time. But as you can see, they cost a lot of money, and I've not got a very good economy right now, so my focus really has to be on getting an economy together. Gonna have to take our time because our horse is very much out of breath. Ah, there we go. Fantastic. Right. I'm driving all of these deers back. Oh, come on. I was driving them back to you. That's right. You go back. And you, please. Go back the other way, dear. Dear, I want you to go back to my people. Oh, fine, whatever. And they should be worth a fair bit of money. But they only tend to show up deep in the forest, so... It's unlikely that we're going to have them wandering too close to our settlement. Hello. You got money? Yes, indeed you do. Thank you very, very much. I approve. Thank you. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop down archer towers right there and get a couple more archers. Go. In fact, let's get another 2 archers. Now, each archer tower is going to permanently consume the presence of one of my people, which is unfortunate. I'm also going to upgrade my fire pit. Oh, I've got a cool little flag. I can apparently change my cool little flag. I'm not sure what I would change it to, but that little sound was my archer getting into the tower. Now I can upgrade that further. Don't want to yet, though. I want to kind of focus on other things. I definitely want to drive this side further back. Now, at night time, that's when we're going to be attacked by monsters. And every 5th night is a blood moon. And it's double mob numbers. There are also, like, hell spawn creatures that spawn, which are just horrific, because they can fly over your barricade. The first time I saw those, I thought it was incredibly cheap of the game. But I guess it is necessary, otherwise you could just defend indefinitely. Now, there is kind of a goal to this game, and that is to destroy the monsters outright. I have never achieved this. In the 3 hours that I played, I haven't even half achieved it. Well done. Now, the towers are pretty good with the walls, but you do want to level them up in tandem. Every level of wall is higher than the equivalent level of tower. Than the lower level of tower. So, for example, a level 1 wall is too high for archers to be able to shoot straight past it. They have to use an arcing shot, which is very inaccurate. But a level 1 tower allows the archer on top to shoot in a straight line, meaning it's going to be much faster to kill the enemies that are spawning there. If I go to a level 2 wall, I really want to be able to push it to a level 2 tower straight away. Grab all this money. I could just upgrade my fire pit a little bit more. There's kind of a point to that, but not this early, I don't think. Basically, upgrading the fire pit gives you the option to have more varied jobs available for your peasantry. For example, you can start building farms. We do want that, but not until we've expanded out to the point where we can actually use them. I'll get another bow there. I'll also drop down another 3 there to get a hammer. Now, I'm not sure what this will do. This pennant. Let me invest in it. What have I done with that now? I have no idea what I've done. If anyone happens to know in the comments what upgrading that pennant does, sure, go ahead, let me know. But again, if you've got this game yourself and you're enjoying just exploring it, because I've explored a fair bit, don't read the comments, probably, because there are going to be people sharing their knowledge, and that might spoil your enjoyment of the game. You know, forewarned is forearmed and all that. I really want to expand out. Oh, that's fantastic. I think... I mean, right now we've got deer right here, but I've got a sneaking suspicion that when these trees are gone, that it's going to push the forest line further back. You'll notice quite often that the tree line seems to actually move with where the trees are. So pushing that further back may result in losing access to that deer. The trees have gone from there. The tree line is going to start moving back. But I really want to control this land so I can have a farm. It's actually really, really important to me. But I'm not going to give my builders any more jobs out this far, because otherwise they won't make it back to the town in time for the night. And they may get eaten by grues. Okay, builders, it's time for us to move. Let us return. Also, my archers, you probably want to come back as well. I've got a fair bit of money now. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to upgrade this to the next level. There we go. We've got a proper palisade now. But I'm going to hold on to the rest of my money. I want to recruit a lot of people. There we've got a farmer's area now. So we can actually get farmers, but we've got nothing for them to do. Now be aware that if you get so much money that you can't store it, it just drops out of your purse. Sometimes it'll drop on the floor, and you can pick it up. So you can go spend something and then come back and grab the money. But other times, it'll just bounce on the floor and drop into the river. And that's it. Wasted money. Not good in a game where a lot of the strategy is in how well you spend your money. Now, one thing I found is don't go overboard with building towers. I like to have the ones right around my castle. But beyond that, I actually don't tend to build too many towers unless I know it's going to be a place that I'm permanently going to inhabit. Otherwise, you do have a bit of a problem, because each tower will permanently occupy one of your archers. Now, granted, if you just keep going out and recruiting more people, then that's not going to be an issue for, you know, forever. But you are going to start finding an issue where, because the invasion waves tend to get stronger with each day, or rather each night, you're never going to be able to hire enough people and equip them to make it a viable strategy, in my opinion. I could be wrong. And I'm sure someone will prove me wrong. But I'll take both of you. Thank you. Now, what I would really like to do is improve my walls a little bit. Now, this is going to be an expensive upgrade. There we go. That's one level of the upgrade. This is a permanent purchase, but I don't think I've got enough coins now. No, I don't. But if I can find a merchant, I do have enough coins to get him to go back. Now, the merchant is great because you spend 4 coins. He makes his way back to your town. And once he gets there, he'll drop off 4 tools of a random sort. It is much more cost effective than buying the tools yourself from those buildings. So much more cost effective, especially if they end up being 4 scythes. 4 scythes is a serious investment of coin. And to get them for just 4 gold, that's the cost of 2 bows. And you get 4 bows for the cost of 2 bows if the merchant decides to drop those off. They're the least expensive of all the tools. The hammers cost 3, the bows cost 2, and the scythes, I think, cost 5 each. So, you know, it's not a small amount. Actually, given that this is a little well there, is there... a little farm. Are there any stones? I don't think there are. I need to find the rocky outcrops to be able to work out where there would be spots for permanent archer nests. Because eventually we are going to need them. We are going to want those at the farthest reaches of our domain. Thank you. Thank you very much. There we go. You notice our walls are kind of glowing a little bit. Hey, you know what? I am going to upgrade these towers for now. I'll upgrade the towers first. Oh, my taxes. Can't forget my taxes. Yeah, sure. I'll also upgrade this tower as well. Now, it is almost nighttime, so that was actually a dumb time to do it, but... Oh, wow. Look how far back the trees have gone now. There are no trees in this area. That's unfortunate. Thankfully, we do have quite a few rabbit warrens right next to us. These little long grasses. Let's have a look at this tower. It's significantly taller, so at this point we could afford to upgrade this tower to the next level, but we're going to wait on that. Thank you for all the money. Hopefully we get the merchant here before long. There we go. Now with enchanted walls and upgraded towers above them, we shouldn't have much to fear from this night. The way I think I'm going to split these videos up, because it's most likely that you're going to perish at nightfall on the blood moon. I'm probably going to record from blood moon to blood moon, so that's 5 nights. The nights are always the same length, so it should more or less wrap the video up at around the right time. But I'm just going to put it out there. One of these videos may eventually be very abruptly cut short, just because of derpitude. If any of the enemies manage to grab my crown, that's it, game over. So it could just happen by an accident because I'm careless. So I will apologize in advance of the possibility of that happening. There we go. That tower is actually doing a really good job of allowing my archers to just take them out. There we go. And the merchant has arrived. Unfortunately, one of my people got de-peopled. I'm not sure what you were to begin with. Are you de-peopled? No. You're a regular person in my employ. Oh, it looks like we're going to get a bunch of hammers. No, it's not terribly bad, I guess. And with this much money, I can just go ahead and upgrade this. Now, day 5 is the blood moon. It is important for us to have upgraded walls at this point. In fact, it is so important, I'm going to go and upgrade the walls even more. Go back. Go somewhere safe. I'm going to go enchant the walls. I'm also going to purchase the stone walls. Well, actually, I'll purchase the stone walls first, and if I have enough then to enchant the walls as well, I'll do that. But it's going to cost a lot to upgrade them to stone walls, so this may be a bad move, thinking about it. Not sure. There we go. Now that'll upgrade itself. It'll become a stone monument. And poof, there we go. We now have access to stone walls and stone towers. Likewise, let's get this upgraded. There we go. Our walls will probably be enough to hold off the horde tonight. With the amount of peasants that I just recruited, I should be able to get enough archers to protect the gates as well. We are definitely going to keep that camp. So pretty much we're not expanding out in this direction at all at this point. Not until much later in the game, perhaps. Thank you. Got a fair bit of time left. Sure. No, actually. I'm not going to have enough then to upgrade this wall if I do that. This is very important to me. Oops. There we go. These are catapults. This is what we get for this particular upgrade to our camp. And maybe another one besides. Yeah. We got one more person? Yes, we do. Then I now have another archer as well. Okay, that should be enough archers and enough protection at the walls for us to be able to get through this. Have you got a load of money to give me? Because if you do... Have you got a load of money to give me? No. That is quite unfortunate. I would have liked to have had a catapult. No. I don't think we'd have enough time to get our builders to finish the work. So, tonight is going to be a bit of a rough one. Come on in, everyone. Get back to town, please. It is about to be a blood moon. Now, let's watch for the moon rising. my people rushing back? Because there's going to be a huge amount of enemies coming. Just saying, you don't want to be caught out during a blood moon. There it is. The sky's turned a little bit reddish hue. Kind of a rusty colour. And there is the blood moon. Alright, good luck. Upgrading my tower now would pretty much be suicide. Useful, but suicide. Okay, we've got loads of money. We're doing good for that. Where are the hordes of evils? I know they're out there somewhere. Huh. Maybe the hordes of evils just... they're busy having a cup of tea? I mean, I'd understand. Oh no, here we are. Much death. Much death coming. Please kill them quickly. Oh dear. Badness coming our way. I need to be on this side of the wall. If only we'd had catapults. Please stop beating up all our people and stealing their hammers, you scoundrels, you! Scoundrels! Oh well. We lost a bunch of builders, but all things said, that could have actually gone a lot worse. Now, I'm going to spend all of this money on getting 2 catapults set up. Our builders at this point are going to be incredibly busy keeping those armed. It's going to be very, very important that we get those set up. Next, as well, I would like these walls to be upgraded. There we go. And possibly a couple more archers as well. Get a bunch more people working on protecting our city. And that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this first episode of Kingdom and will be joining me for the next. But until then, and as always, do take care.